Dear friends, in the busyness of life, we often get caught up in things that seem urgent, but aren't truly important. We chase deadlines, solve daily problems, scroll through endless screens, and somewhere in that rush, we forget what really matters. But today, let me share with you a simple story, one that holds a powerful truth about life, priorities, and the space we give to the people and moments that matter most. Let's begin. A wise professor walks in, carrying an empty glass jar and a few items that seem unrelated. A bag of golf balls, a box of small pebbles, a container of fine sand, and 2 steaming cups of coffee. He places the jar in front of the students and begins. Without saying a word, he takes the golf balls and carefully places them into the jar one by one. Soon, the jar is full, all the way to the top. He looks up and asks the class, "Is the jar full?" The students nod. Of course it's full. The large balls have filled the space. Then the professor picks up the box of pebbles and gently pours them into the jar. He shakes it lightly, and the pebbles slide into the open spaces between the golf balls. Again, he asks, "Is the jar full now?" The students chuckle and nod once more. Yes, now it's definitely full. Smiling, the professor picks up the container of sand and pours it slowly into the jar. The fine grains fill the smallest crevices left between the golf balls and pebbles. Now the students are sure the jar must be absolutely full. But the professor isn't done. He takes the 2 cups of coffee and pours them in. The liquid flows between the grains of sand, soaking in completely. The class laughs, surprised and curious. Then the professor leans in and says gently, "This jar represents your life." He points to the golf balls. These are the important things: your family, your health, your relationships, your passions, the things that truly matter. Even if everything else was lost and only these remained, your life would still be full. He gestures to the pebbles. These are the other things that matter: your job, your house, your car, your daily duties, but they are not the foundation of your life. Then he moves his hand toward the sand. This is the small stuff: the emails, the errands, the social media, the meaningless arguments, the things that fill your day but not your soul. He pauses. If you fill the jar first with the sand, he says, there's no room for the pebbles or the golf balls. The same is true for life. If you spend all your energy and time on the small and trivial, you'll never have room for the things that truly matter. The room is quiet. The lesson sinks in. Then one curious student raises a hand and asks, "Professor, what about tea?" The professor smiles deeply and replies, "I'm so glad you asked." He holds up the empty coffee cup and says, "No matter how full your life may seem, there's always room for a couple of cups of coffee with a friend." The lesson? Don't get lost in the sand, the distractions, the stress, the rush of daily life. Prioritize your golf balls. Give time to what truly matters: your loved ones, your purpose, your health, your joy. And always, always make space for moments of connection, even if it's just a simple cup of coffee shared with someone you care about. That's what makes life truly full. And so, the next time you feel overwhelmed, remember the jar. First, place your golf balls, your family, your peace, your dreams. Then the pebbles, your work, your duties. Let the sand find its way around them. And always leave room for coffee, for love, laughter, and moments shared. Because a full life is not one packed with things, but one filled with meaning. Thank you for listening.